Hi, I'm Betsy Mills. I'm one of the clinicians at Southern Behavioral Services, and today is part one of a three-part series on micro practices for coping. There'll be three of them: mind, body, and soul. Today we'll focus on the mind, and a micro practice is just a small thing that you can do in the moment when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed. A micro practice is the opposite of what we would call a macro practice, and those are things that we do on a broader scale to maintain our well-being. So that could be the use of our support system, our faith practices, healthy eating, good sleep habits, things that are done on a much larger scale are macro practices. This is a micro practice. So we're going to jump in and do that together. The mind, as I'm sure you know, is very active. It has a hard time settling down. It can ping around. It can ruminate when things get overwhelming. So the practice today is a grounding practice for the mind. And so if you're seated, I'm going to ask you to square off in your chair, kick your shoes off so that your feet are against the floor. If you're standing, your feet are already on the floor, but kick your shoes off so that you can make a good connection. I'm going to do it seated and invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable during this practice. If you don't feel comfortable, you could tent your eyes halfway shut just so that you block out some of the stimulation that's coming in. So we'll start out by grounding your feet on the floor, closing your eyes. You can bring your hands to rest in your lap or on the arms of the chair if you have that. And begin to just notice your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling very freely and naturally. Nothing complicated here, just nice inhales and nice exhales. Let's do 3 more rotations, inhaling and exhaling. And then I'd invite you to bring your attention to the soles of your feet against the floor or the earth. Feel them grounded and firm. And then with your mind's eye, I'd ask you to use your imagination and grow roots out of the bottom of your feet. Deep and wide. Grow a network of roots out of your feet. Feel your feet anchoring down, expanding the roots into the earth below you. Continue to breathe. And now I'm going to invite you on the exhalations of your breath to discharge any negative energy from your body through the soles of your feet into the roots, into the earth. So regular inhale, exhale, imagine releasing all the negative tension out of your body, down your legs, into your feet, into the roots, into the earth. So keep playing around with that. Inhaling, exhaling, letting go. You may need to let go of something difficult that someone said to you this morning. You may need to let go of a giant to-do list that you have sitting on your desk. You may notice some things don't want to move out of you. That's okay. Just move out the things that will go. Keep going. Inhale, good air. Exhale, negative stress through the roots of your feet. Inhale, exhale, let go. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let go of whatever is left and bring your attention back to the soles of your feet. Feel them on the earth and take a moment to grow your roots just a little bit more and then lock them in tight. When you have that, we're going to reverse the process. On our inhalations, we're going to draw up through the earth, through our roots, into our body, goodness and light. All the nourishments of Mother Earth. So exhaling and then inhaling in goodness and nourishment, strength and perseverance. Exhale. Inhale goodness through the roots and exhale. You might want to imagine the goodness as energy that's ultimately going to fill your body. It'll travel up the roots, into your feet, swirling around your calves, up your thighs, your torso, into the crown of your head, filling up like a vessel with goodness and nourishment. Play around with that imagery for 3 more breath cycles. Inhaling goodness and simple exhaling. Inhaling goodness and simple exhaling. 1 more time. When you're done with that, again, I'll ask you to bring your attention to the soles of your feet. And here you get to decide what you want to do with your roots. You could retract them into the soles of your feet, much like a superhero does. Spider-Man retracts his web, can pull them back. Or with your mind's eye, you can cut them off and leave them in the earth. And after you've done that, you can float your eyes open. And so that was a grounding practice that took just a few minutes. And the thing I like about it is it can be done anywhere with your eyes open. And so if someone's standing in front of you, giving a lot of blowback, a lot of negativity, and you're having to just stand there and listen, you could listen with one part of your brain, and you could anchor down with another part of your brain, letting go of that negative energy that's coming into you, discharging it through your feet, and pulling in sustenance and nutrition and goodness. So it gives the mind a competing response to do to be able to cope in a very difficult moment. It's my favorite thing to do when I'm standing in line at the grocery store on a Thursday evening, exhausted at 6 o'clock, hungry and just wanting to get out of there, but the line is forever, right? So it's a quiet thing that nobody has to know you're doing, but can help you make it through the day as one of the tools in your box. So I thank you for joining, and invite you to perhaps watch the other 2 videos, which will be short practices for the body and another short practice for the soul. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.